Greetings Man City fan, in this video you'll stay updated on the latest Manchester City news. But first, leave your like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss.
Right, let's reflect on what's happened this afternoon in terms of the Premier League. We're going to start off at the Etihad, where Manchester City beat Newcastle United by 4-0. So for Newcastle United, their first defeat in all competitions away from home in their last 7 games, and it is 16 defeats out of 16 in their last league visits to the Etihad. Merce, you were watching this one. Listen, we need a longer run of form before we start talking about Man City being back. But in terms of what you saw today, how close to the Man City of best was that as a performance?
It was hard, really, because I think the only lessons learnt today is Newcastle, that they won't be able to play like that in the Cup final in a few weeks' time against Liverpool.
How did they play?
They just opened the game up. They just opened the game up.
So they played into City's hands,
Yeah, played into City's hands. I think they opened it up and thought, you know what, you're struggling at the moment. We'll open this game up, and if it opens up, we got the firepower up front to hurt you. Wasn't the case. They were ruthless. I mean, Marmoush getting a hat-trick in, what was it, about 17 minutes? Savinho on the right give Hall a real torrid time in the first half. And they opened the game up and they moved it very quickly, and they couldn't really live with them, Newcastle. So, yeah, it's a good result. It's a very good result for Man City. They played in second gear in the second half, so now they can concentrate on Wednesday night.
They absolutely can. Let's talk a little bit more about Marmoush, because he'd got 20 goals for Frankfurt already this season. But that's his first senior hat-trick as well. Right. And he did it in quick time as well. What has he brought? He's brought goals today, but what else has he brought to this City side?
Well, he brought all kinds of goals. He's prepared to run without the ball. A lot of players are not prepared to run without the ball, running off the ball. His first goal, he makes a brilliant run from left to right, and Trippier gets over the ball. But as the keeper comes out, he's so calm. As soon as he lobs it over him, he runs away. He knows he's scored. The next one, he comes inside, puts it in the opposite corner, and then the other one, he's run in. So he gives them goals. I think that's the problem. Since Alvarez has left, I don't think they've had the goals. They've been relying on Haaland a lot, and Foden hasn't got the goals that he got last season. So I think he brings goals. Gets into lovely little pockets. He's an intelligent footballer. He sees the pass, he sees stuff, and he scores goals. So, I'm sure he's going to be a hit. I'm sure. And a really good day for them, because they moved into the top 4. Bournemouth hovering just below, only a point outside the top 4. We'll talk about them in a while. But Nico Gonzalez makes his Premier League debut today. He had 28 touches more than any other City player. What did you make of his afternoon? If I'm being honest, I didn't really notice him. And I think that's a good thing. When you're playing as a holding midfield player, your job, get the ball, give it to someone else.
Give it simple,
do it well, and get back and see the danger. And that's what he done. He just got it and he give it. And the quicker you get it to people like Marmoush and Silvino and Foden, they had a field day. They got running at people. And that was because him and Gundogan moved the ball very, very quickly today. It wasn't 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 touches.
And Eddie, listen, we talk about the Arsenal games in the League Cup semi-finals, about how tactically he got it absolutely spot on. He knows the City side are capable at times still this season of really turning it on. Why did he get his tactics so wrong? Why did he play into their hands?
I don't think he did play into their hands. Not at the start, I didn't. I thought that was the best thing. I watched Chelsea go there the other week, and Chelsea compact the pitch and made it like where the legs didn't really count. We talk about Man City at the moment as their legs. Today it was a bit younger, the team. Put Gundogan in there, but he put Nico in there. He's got Silvino, Foden, Haaland. There's a bit more legs in there. When Chelsea went and played there, they tightened the game up. And it didn't matter if you were 73. You didn't have to run anywhere. It was tight. But this game was opened up. And I think the midfield got run ragged. Tonali, Bruno and Willock.
Did he try and change it at all?
They were making loads of subs. I mean, Myler come on. And then they sort of tightened it up. And it was a bit better in the second half. They were. But if I'm Newcastle, I look at that and I think, that's lucky. Because you don't want to be going to the Cup final in a few weeks' time and playing like that. I think they went back to a little bit more solid in the second half, and they
played a bit of a wake-up, a big wake-up call.
Yeah, because they had been playing well enough to play like that. I think, and they have got the players to go to Man City and play like that. But really, you've got to start off from a base, and then you sort of go from there. And they went gung-ho. They went out firing, haymakers from the start, and that just didn't work.
And the haymakers being provided by Marmoush. His first